It hears the key in the lock. Its whole body starts trembling. Not from joy, something inside it just broke open. You see it jumping wildly, losing bladder control, barking without stopping. You think, it loves me so much. Hold on. The way it's moving, that doesn't look like joy to me. It looks like something just finally broke open. Number 1, separation anxiety. It probably spent the whole day right here, watching the gap under the door, waiting for a shadow to appear. And when you walk in, it doesn't look at your face. It looks somewhere else, mouth open, breathing fast. A study tracking cortisol in dogs found stress levels build steadily from the very first hour left alone. When you open the door, that's the release valve. Not because you're special, because you're the only one who can open it. Look closer. It isn't looking at you. Pupils wide, ears slightly back. What kind of joy looks this much like fear? It walks away, lies down. Breathing slows. But if it was joy, why does it need to recover from you? Number 2, the barking request. You think it barks because it's happy, but watch more carefully. It might be running an experiment on you. Bark, pause, look. That isn't random noise. That is a structured question waiting for your answer. And you lean down, you say something. You just answered exactly the question it was asking. Maybe. You were never the one in control in that moment, not even once. Try not leaning down. It barks more. Steps back, repositions. It's trying a different angle on you. 2021 Budapest study recorded this. Dogs adjust bark volume and frequency based directly on human response. You react to it, not the other way around. It learned this before you ever noticed. That's not learning. That's something else. Sometimes the bark isn't love or manipulation. Sometimes you still can't tell which one it is. If you don't lean down, does it stop? That answer tells you more than anything it has ever barked. Number 3, frustration and blocked access. Sometimes you see it scratching the door, not trying to get outside, trying to get through to you. It looks irritated. And actually, it is. Not excited, not happy, just blocked from what it wants. And when you appear, the bark erupts. Not a greeting, frustration that finally found somewhere to go. Mouth touching the door handle, not biting, just making contact with the thing that was keeping you away. If this is joy, then why is it destroying the thing that was keeping it from you? Frustration aggression activates when access to a target is blocked. The barrier matters more than the threat. When you come back, the barrier disappears. Maybe you brought joy, or maybe you just removed the pain your absence created. You're not sure. There's a cushion it tore apart while you were gone. You still don't know if it was angry or just terrified. Without the door between you, the bark never comes. So, what exactly was it barking at? Number 4, oxytocin self-regulation. There's something else happening underneath the bark. Something in its body you cannot see yet. Pupils dilating, ears shifting back. You think it's excited. Its body is telling a completely different story. Cortisol drops the moment you walk in. But that's not comfort. That's dependency. The closer you are, the harder you are to lose. It looks like it's healing, but what's actually happening is closer to addiction relief than comfort for both of you. Oxytocin rises in both dogs and humans after just 3 minutes of eye contact. No touching required at all. You think you're loving it. And for a moment, cortisol, oxytocin, eye contact, it feels like you finally have the answer. If you never came back, where would all that stress go? Its body would find another way. That's not bonding. That's survival. But wait, if the bond is just biology, then why does removing you make it worse each time? That shouldn't be happening. It comes and sits beside you, quiet. But is this peace, or just exhaustion from a day of being afraid? You read the stillness as contentment, but you have no way of knowing what it's still recovering from. And if tomorrow you're gone again, does it start the whole cycle over? Or does something slowly change? Number 5, Williams-Buren gene. But there's one more layer, something that isn't learned, something written into it before it was even born. Sometimes you see its whole body curving when it sees you. It can't control it, like a reflex from somewhere deep. It looks like it cannot help being happy. That might be literally, genetically true, but that still doesn't tell you the full story. Williams-Buren syndrome region, the same gene mutation causing hypersociality in humans, found in domestic dogs. It didn't choose to love you. Or at least, that's one way to read it. Something was decided long before you ever met. Wolves lack this mutation entirely. You could raise one from birth. It still wouldn't look at you like this. So why does your dog, 15,000 years of domestication selected for this, every generation a little less free? Something was lost in that process. You don't know what. Princeton 2010 measured this. Dogs seek eye contact with humans at twice the rate of hand-raised wolves. Your dog doesn't love you because you're kind. It loves you because it physically cannot stop. Does that feel any different to hear? The S-curve of its body. Every time you walk in, ask yourself honestly, is this love or is this code? And you feel loved. Does knowing the mechanism underneath make that feeling any less real for you? If it had a choice, would it love you this much? Or would it choose something quieter, something freer? Sometimes it sits beside you without asking for anything. You used to call that peace. Now you're not sure what to call it. You sit there too, and it occurs to you. Maybe you never needed to know exactly. The feeling was always real. 15,000 years of selection, and the result is a creature that looks straight into your eyes and never looks away. That part isn't comfort. No other species does this with strangers. Looks and trusts that completely every time, which should feel comforting. But it isn't, quite. Sometimes it loves everyone equally, and part of you doesn't know whether to feel special or just interchangeable. But when it presses into you after a long day, even knowing all of this, it still feels completely real. Maybe it doesn't love you the way you imagined, but the way it does love, nothing else comes close. 58 domestic dogs carry mutations on at least 5 genes in the Williams-Buren region, producing unlimited social bonding toward humans. The first time it barked when you came home, you thought it was happy. You were right. Just not in the way you meant. Maybe it doesn't love you the way you thought. And maybe you never fully understood that until right now.